just got out of Pilates. My contacts are so dry. I'm trying to fix it before I drive. But I got my car back. It feels so nice to be in my own car again. I just got out of Pilates. I am just like any other content creator, I guess. But hi, I am Stephanie. I make videos and I vlog to reflect on media culture and everyday life, and welcome to a little bit of my everyday life. This is the most hotel looking breakfast, but we've been rewatching the first 2 seasons of White Lotus, and I think because I was watching it every single day, I was inspired. I mean, like fruit, pastry, yogurt, it's so good. But while I am eating breakfast, I'm going to make my to-do list for the day. So how I lay out my to-do list is I have my media and teaching work, and then I have my 9 to 5 work, and then I have personal. So for context, I do a lot of media work, so like YouTube, social media, just sharing my culture critiques, and then I also teach. So I have all the things that I have to do. This isn't fully filled out yet. I didn't want to show a fully filled out list. And this is doing a really good job of blurring it out. And then this is my 9 to 5 work. I feel like today is going to be a big editing content day because a lot of my pieces came back from review. And then I have a little spot for personal, and I haven't filled that out yet. But I think I'm gonna do laundry while I'm working today. Hi, Grammy. What's up? Hi, do you wanna say hi? Oh, hello. Okay, that's my breakfast. I like to have a podcast on while I am working, but I guess you can say I'm subway surfing my workflow. But anyway, why does Emma Chamberlain have this in the back of her video?
I think it's gotten to the point now where everybody's sort of getting the same procedures done.
Okay, we're back into the big journal because the small pages just weren't giving me enough space to write out my to-do list and write out all the lists. So I'm writing my to-do list for today. I'm gonna separate it out between work, my 9 to 5, and then anything personal I have to do. What is happening to my voice?
Trouble with, because we all care and you need to know.
Oh, it's snowing. A snow round might be fun.
This new interest in hobbies.
How are you doing?
Oh, it's hot.
Wow. Look at that. No, do we remember that cat that drinks red wine? There's that owner that gives its cat like red wine and cherries and yeah. Good morning. I am having one of those days where I don't feel like I've woken up all the way, and it's kind of killing me. I stayed in bed as long as I could, but then I had to get up and get ready because I am on campus right now to meet with Torres, our social media intern for the podcast, and then I have to host office hours. So I put on like a full outfit today. Like I'm wearing a button down because I was like, I'm gonna trick myself into feeling like I am awake. But let's get on to campus. The gremlin ate my shoelaces. Now my shoes are a little loose, but now I have to order shoelaces. Let's talk about how there is no ethical content creation under capitalism. And people say this a lot with consumption, so there is no ethical consumption under capitalism. But when images, media, videos, all of these are commodities for us to consume, there is no ethical content creation. So I'm thinking back to videos, how we went from here are all the things that you can buy new, and then people shifted and were like, oh no, like don't just buy new, thrift instead. That's a more ethical way of engaging with consumer culture. And then even that is promoting a way of buying in the society, so people then move to de-influencing. And I'm thinking to how David Marshall, he wrote about celebrities and how their role in society was to teach us how to consume, how to engage with these products. And then I'm also thinking to Guy Debord, let me actually get that book. Guy Debord wrote Society of the Spectacle, and in it he talked about the role of celebrity in the Society of Spectacle. So I'm just going to read out this one line. Celebrities exist to act out various styles of living and viewing society. So when we have celebrified people who go through the process becoming celebrities, these are no longer just like movie stars, singers, whatever. It is everyday people who are going through that celebrification process and becoming celebrities. So these include micro-influencers, influencers, all of that, content creators. And I am not a celebrity by like traditional definitions, but I am here making videos, teaching us or encouraging conversations and thinking of how we should be engaging in this society. And I just wanted to be straight up and put that out there. I know that when I am making my videos, I am promoting another way of living, another way of engaging with consumer culture. I also want to talk briefly about the role of ideologies. So somebody commented on my videos, and I get this comment a lot when I post to TikTok, but people comment saying that like, oh, but you benefit from this society, you benefit from capitalism. Yes, I do. I am sitting here with a camera that I bought, posting to YouTube, which I am making something for people to consume, and people are consuming what I make, and I am able to use social media. I have clothes to wear. Yes, I benefit from capitalism, but that does not mean that I can't critique it. Saying that, oh, you benefit from capitalism, therefore your argument is void, is that the word I'm looking for? A critique like that, so a critique of a critique like that is conversation stopping. It's like, oh, you live in this society and you participate in it, so you shouldn't be like talking about it. No, like that's not how it works. So yes, I want to be so straightforward when I say that I know that I benefit from capitalism, and that me even making these videos is promoting another way of living, another way of engaging with society. And I know that I'm doing that, but what is wrong with that? What is wrong with encouraging conversations, encouraging reflection, especially in a time where like shit is hitting the fan? Anyway, I just wanted to make sure that I said this, because even before I started posting these videos, I was thinking about my role in creating media. So anyway, back to the rest of the day.
You're so pretty. Am I freaking you out?
Which I didn't realize until the next day when I was very hungover. I was so busy.
Yes. Good morning.
I am reading Outline by Rachel Cusk. This is my first Rachel Cusk book, and I'm loving it. This is the first thing that I'm saying this morning, and my throat is so scratchy, but I have moved away from watching vlogs or being on my phone the first thing I do when I wake up, and I've been trying to have a book ready to go in the morning, because I feel like I waste so much time trying to figure out what to watch, whereas like with a book I can just pick it up. This book takes place over 10 different like conversations and scenarios, and I think she writes about like little everyday things really well. Like she focuses on the details, and I love focusing on the details of every day life. So this has been a really good book to read first thing in the morning. Also, I like to write on my phone in the morning. I don't force myself to write first thing in the morning because I feel like if I force myself to write and nothing comes to me, I start the day off in a bad like tone. But I like to sit and read, and as sentences come to me, I like to just write it down in a notes app that I have. It's a writing notes app that I just write out sentences and paragraphs and just copy and paste that into my work later, and that way I can start off my day by reading and writing, and I don't feel too hard on myself.
We had
It was supposed to be back. I know. It was supposed to be, oh, you're flying from Boston to Church.
I'm also rereading Race After Technology. I'm doing an individual study with a student, and one of her texts is Race After Technology, and I lost my book, and so I had to get another book, and so I'm rereading it right now and annotating it. So I'm kind of reading 3 books at the same time right now. So I'm reading that Rachel Cusk book, I'm reading Ruha Benjamin's book, and then for fun I'm reading Brandon Sanderson's 5th Stormlight book. I used to not be this type of person that always had like 3 books on hand, but I'm a vibe reader, so first thing in the morning I don't really want to read Stormlight, but I want to read, so that's when I'm reading Rachel Cusk. And then while I am working throughout the day and I have a little bit of a break, I don't want to get into kind of like a resting state with reading, and anyway, so that's when I'm reading more of my like research books. And then you always have to have a book for fun, so that's where Stormlight comes in. But I wanted to end off the video here. I was going to include a little Q&A session, but I gotta be honest, I filmed it and I was like, ooh, I can see this being an entirely different video, so I am gonna save these questions for then. But some of these questions are about how I got into teaching, how I do research, and how I got started with YouTube, and how you kind of find your groove in it. So that video will be coming, but I hope by seeing my everyday life a little bit, you got to know me a little bit more, and I will see you in my next video.